Okay, I think I'm up and streaming now. This is another analysis. This time it is Falcon Puff. Gonna be doing some Boxx-Falcon analysis. It's gonna be me versus a Puff player named Shan, and just mostly gonna be what are we looking for here. So in this case, first few things I'm going to be looking for is where/when to use modifiers. How should I approach survival DI? What can I polish up? Boxx versus controller. What can I do on Boxx versus controller and vice versa? And what is Boxx? Yeah, and then what is Boxx neutral? So let's get into a game real quick. Where is it? Let's do this one. It's gonna be kind of lowbrow, so mainly like nothing too like crazy in terms of analysis, but mainly just to like learn Boxx stuff. So let's see, what do I do here? Good dash dance. Okay, so right here, I'm pretty happy with this. So when I was playing physics, I was not tight dash dancing a lot. That was the big thing. I'm doing it here. Let's see how many I do before I get the snare. So I drop down. 1, 2, 3. Boom. There's a neutral air. If this was me a few days ago, I probably just do one dash back and just go in straight in with the neutral air. So that's already a big adjustment. Again, just dash dancing around. Definitely still getting used to it on the tech skill front. This is something. So right here, I knocked down Jigglypuff, and I need to just lab this out. I think on Uncle Punch. Just when Puff is on the ground, I think I should just hold crouch here. I should not try to do anything else. I should just hold crouch and try dashing back out of crouch. Because that's much harder to do on controller. And also, this still opens up the opportunity where I can tech chase. Because they just neutral get up here. And when you're dash dancing around like this, instead of just holding crouch, you leave yourself you give them an opportunity to get up if you're just dash dancing around or rolling away. Like, it's much more of a commitment to do something. Like, yeah, I can maybe hit it with another stomp, like an overshot stomp or something like that, but if I'm like sitting right here and I'm just holding crouch, if that gap attack comes out, if they gap attack, I can get hit and it'll turn me around, and then I can just react and go and grab. And then I think another thing I can do probably is, even if they don't do that, just dash out of crouch. I can just dash back out of crouch and do something. Or if they roll in, so say hypothetically they roll in here, I throw a stomp or a knee and I hit him again for something. So I think my option trees open up here. I'm just writing down in game one. So Puff, I'll just write this Puff knockdown tree. In my notebook, it's going to be more specified on what is being written down. So actually, I can just do it. Puff, I'm just going to write Puff down. Let me write this actually in the analysis up here. Oh shit. There it is. Puff knockdown tree. Actually, call it Puff get up a tree. Because just like what Puff does getting up really steers what the decision making is going to be going forward. Puff down roll equals RTC and stomp slash knee. Get up equals equals RTC grab and neutral get up equals RTC grab and what is it? It opens up actually both, but I should really like simplify this. So puff knockdown, so roll either RTC grab or stomp slash knee. Neutral get up, that's just RTC grab and knee slash stomp. And then and I'll put is that I'll put kind of like a general sense on what to go for, like the priorities. It's like try to RTC grab if you can, because that leads to down throw knee. And a gap attack, CC grab. Pretty much like you always want to just CC grab that. So I think that would be the good things to keep in mind regarding Jigglypuff in this situation. Dash back out of crouch. That's gonna be like a big one out of this. So that's a good first note. Yeah, because me dash dancing here, which isn't, I mean, it's not the worst thing, but just me dash dancing around like this, I mean, I'm pretty much selling that they're trying to roll away here instead of like actually proactively seeing what they're doing when they're knocked down. Because if you're not being proactive there, they can just get out of that like that, like they did there. Actually, wait. Right here. Defensive option select. Hold down. That's a big one. That is a really big one to keep in mind is defensive option select. Something Wizzy really told me a lot. Hey, got something. Gotta work on those short hop up airs. Okay, so that's where neutral get up. That's where I can still stomp. So it's still like I can still get something out of it. And that's where I need to be more proactive. So let's see. Stomp's fine. Stomp again. If I hold here, so I can... Am I still action out of this? Yeah, let's go back. Okay, I'm actionable out of this entire thing. I should just be holding down if in the case of a gap attack. And how many frames? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So, I mean, I took almost half a second just to react to this. That's just slow on my part. Like, straight up. Like I can totally, you could totally react to this and go and get a grab. And I'm like way late on it. Like, if this is like a much higher level Puff, I probably get arrested here. Like, this is whiff grab into rest, see you later stock. So I dodged a bullet here that he did not go for the rest, but it's something to keep in mind the higher level Puffs I play, that I need to be more precise with my RTCs, especially, and that's something I can work on while on a rectangle is what is it, my RTCs. So definitely something that can polish up. Oh, it's me trying to down throw, it looks like. How did I get that grab? Oh, I just grabbed it. Schwa. Good roll. Okay, we're way landing, we're way dashing back, we're run up shielding, this is all good. It's okay. Much better. Hang on. Did I hold down? Yes. I did hold down. Back throw, this is fine. That's huge. Okay, the fact that I am holding down in lag there is a big deal. I mean, that is really good. I'm proud of myself for that. Because in the past, I probably would not do such a thing. I probably would just be holding up or not holding down, or excuse me, holding up or trying to prep for the survival DI at all costs. But even though this didn't knock down or anything like that, the fact that I'm holding down here just preemptively is huge. That's probably one big difference, I would say, in comparison. Maybe it's just because I have a little bit of controller muscle memory and I'm just so used to, like, you know, shielding, like, use my L button to shield. I think it's kind of a benefit here because I'm holding down a lot more, and it may have unlocked something I didn't think about where it's like, wait, I can just hold down here. I'm Falcon. I can hold down and just eat the CC, eat the percent. I'm at 111. That Puff Fair did nothing to me. I just held down. Or I can just go and ops attack it. So I think that is a big change from Boxx versus controller, is that I'm way more aware of when to hold down. This is all good. Nice, we're run up shielding. Because I am lag there. I was. And I was not holding down. That's a big thing. That's a big deal. Gotta be holding down there. So holding down here. I was not. That's fine. Good attack away. Ah. That's where I need to have more control over my character. Like, stuff like this, I have not labbed out at all. Definitely need to lab out just my basic combos and basic punishes. Stuff like that. Because I don't know. I find that aerial drift already. I can tell on this thing, at least a really precise aerial drift. It's a little bit difficult, I would say. It's a little bit difficult compared to controller. Not by like a ton, but like because you like when you hit right or left on this thing, you're fully committed to dashing no matter what. So, um I think it's just gonna be something I'm gonna have to adjust to. Like I can't do like the really let me rewind it here. Like right here I get the grab. I can't do like this really fancy like I can't do the fancy fayback. And it's like if I were to do it, I need to be like really, really precise about it um because I can easily get the wrong arrow, like a back air, or something like that. Like it's just way more precise. Just because like the digital inputs are resemble a lot more of a commitment compared to analog, where you can kind of be fancy with it. So something like this, I'm gonna need to learn how to better control my aerial drift. So better aerial drift on follow-ups. So that's a big one. Oh, I caught my jump. I caught my jump there. Holding down, nice, that's good. Trying to butt stomp. Getting desperate. Getting desperate. Okay, so this entire neutral, like, up until here, this is fine. But I get desperate here. That's a good hold down. Smash jab was really good there. But I'm getting, like, desperate. I'm basically trying to fish for the knee, the easy reward. But this right here, how should I approach survival DI? I think just remember just to, I think, like, try the SDI up method. So, like, you see right here, so I fade back. I hold up. So, like, I'm upwards in this direction. So, like, in this direction, I'm just holding up. And you're going to see, again, I'm going to get back out here. Holding up. So, I can probably, since it's a digital input and not a, not analog, it may be easier for me for instances like this if they're rinsing and repeating back airing me. Now thinking about it, because I'm going to get hit upwards like this if I smash the eye up. And they have to rinse and repeat. And that repetition can be kind of demanding. Now thinking about it. It can be very demanding. And I've seen a lot of players, they'll drop their edge guards just for that very reason. So in a lot of ways, I can maybe put them in an execution test scenario here where you have to do something because we're going to see it again. I barely miss it there, but I was very close. Like, super close. Like, hold on, hang on. Let's see how close I was to getting that ledge. Or getting to stage. I missed it by pixels. I missed that by mere pixels. But that's the type of pressure. Like, this is the type of pressure that I can probably put on an opponent now. if I just rely on holding up more. So hold up / SDI up on bear, rinse, repeat. Because they can't back air me. I mean, they can try back airing me forever, but if I'm constantly surviving like that, I mean, it's gonna put some pressure on them eventually, unless they're that precise and good at hitting it and consistent. But it can maybe put a bit of a mental tax on them, which is never a bad thing to have a mental tax on your opponent. So I could probably do that. So hold up SDI up on bear, rinse, let's repeat. Because Falcon's a tanky boy, and I can try air dodging as well. Air dodge, mix up. So, hang on, I'm writing this down on a piece of paper in case anyone's wondering. And then, actually... Because if I air dodge up, if we think hypothetically here, so I'm going to rewind real quick. Say with one of these, so this is fine. So, I mean, say hypothetically if I'm at lower percent. Like, if I'm at a lower percent, hypothetically, say I'm at like 60 or 70 here, and I'm like this high, I can just air dodge up. I can just air dodge up and drift straight to stage like this, to where the only way they can get any sort of punish is if they hit me and I am knocked further into the stage. So I can probably use the air dodge as a nasty surprise, if you will, to figure that out. I think it'd be a good thing to keep in mind. Ooh. Well, they're probably a bad demonstration, but I do want to find in a situation like that where it's what is it? Where it's okay to where it's okay to use my modifier to turn myself around, because I still don't really know what is a good spot for me to do something like that. It seems like it's kind of hard. Like, I'm not sure where and when it would be a good time to do a thing such as turn around there, because the back is to the wall like this. I think it's just like treat it as a regular turnaround, except just remember, just hold down and turn to the right or turn to the left. So I can hold and then turn to the right or turn to the left. And just do my thing. I think I had to just be really deliberate about it. I think that's the big thing I had to keep in mind. Good full hop out. Nice. One. That's okay. Attack rolling away, which is good. It's a big improvement. Let's see, how did I get hit by this? Just not holding down. Gotta remember to hold down. So right here. Something like that, I had to remember to use the modifier to turn myself around. So like, use, I'll just call it mod for now. In stomp shiz and unnecessary bare walls. Because something like this, that's just stompable every day of the week. Like, if I'm on controller, I hit that with a knee. So, use modifier on stomp punishes and bare walls. Because if I'm not using it, if I'm not using it, I get instances like this. Like, that's just like a modifier into knee. Holding up. Nice. Big difference. Even though they definitely messed it up there, I think they burned all their jump resources really early. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they just missed. Okay, that's just really bad on them. But I like this right here, holding up. They could have maybe wall of pained and kept going. But the fact that I'm holding up, I think it makes it a lot harder for them to do something, because if I'm not holding up here and just holding in, they can just like not even burn their jumps, and they can just like drift down and do more back airs like here, or what is it? Or like do the fair into back air edge guard that Hungry Box is really good at doing. Like, or back air into rest if they're really crazy enough. But like, the point is, I think the point is like my resources become a lot more limited. Whereas if I'm holding up right here, since I'm Falcon's such a heavy character, I get definitely an extra chance of life by holding up like this. Like, it's much harder for them to do something, especially if I'm holding up. So that extra benefit of survivability really gets some mileage here. That was not good DI. That was not good DI. Good dash chances. Good dash chances. I can punish this. Yeah, little instances like this, just gotta be a little bit more proactive. That's just me needing to instant up air more. Punch things in lag. Oh. Right here. Where they miss? Where was I on stage when they missed that pound? Oh, was Slippy dying on me? Okay. So, do kind of, I would say, a questionable pound. Where am I on stage? I'm already committed to jump, but hypothetically, if I'm grounded and if they miss here, I can just downward able forward tilt it. Use down F tilt. Missing. That's a big one. That's a really good pivoting, actually. Wow, I actually got the drift back on that. That's actually really insanely good drift that I tried there. But I'm pretty happy with that. Like, honestly. Like, for a first game, that's pretty good in terms of, like, what to look for in terms of my gameplay out of that. I could do... Let's do this one. Let's do a game 2. I'm going to try to do, like, 3 games again. Let's do Battlefield. Am I holding down? I am. Pretty sure. That's such a difference. Such a big difference. I'm actually holding down. That is such a big difference. Also, Shan is just not resting. Like, straight up, like, he has chances to do, like, the, like, scoop up, like the sharking up air into rest, and Shan is just not, he's not going for it. So, it's an issue on him. Actually, right, so I get thrown off. I got a legendary more. I think that's a big one. Because if I legendary here, like, yeah, Sour Spot needs still hit, but right here, if I nair instead, I potentially clip them with the second hit of nair roughly around here, and that can lead to some fall-off. It's something Wizzy taught me pretty well, especially in our lesson a while back. So I gotta do that. Is that a pivot up there? Okay. Got some stuff. Excuse me. Oh, not trusting top platform. Trying to contest. Ah. Not legendaring. Tech flub and a half. Kind of mostly tech flubs. Okay, that's something. Grab, down throw, up air. Glad we went for it. I mean, we're learning our throw follow-ups. Yeah. Ah. Seeing that right there, that knee is just all flub. But, okay, so learn basic throw chart stuff. Not holding down there. Let's see. Get a stomp. It's okay. Double stomp is like fine, but again, like I gotta remember to trust the grab. Okay, I tried it there. This is all really good. So, get a knee. Okay, do a dash back. Oh my god, my drift. Oh, this is so good. This looks like how I would be on controller. This entire instance, that's good control. I love this wave line back here. Kind of adds a little bit of trickiness. Because they're kind of like zigzagging in. They're pushing so hard that like we kind of have them on a string in a sense. I love this. That's a good player thing to do. Dash dance around. Nice. You're tight dash dancing. You're not full hopping on the platform. But you're slide offing. You're doing slide offs a lot more. That's one. That's another one. Yeah, I could slide off up. I could try. I can experiment with slide off up air. Because, like, I can probably get something out of that. Because that's way easier on Boxx compared to controller. Like, absurdly easier. Because if I was on controller, I probably don't hit this slide off as precise as I do. I just need to remember to add the C stick up, or the C button up here to do an up air. Can maybe get out in time. Actually, let's check. Let's check my frames here. So let's go to melee frame data, and we're going to check up air. Up air comes out on... It's active from frame 6 to 14, so we're going to get hit right here. So I land, slide off. So I'm active here, so let's think hypothetically here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I have roughly a 6 to 7 frame window to hit this, which isn't too bad. This is totally hittable. So just I have to hit it within that frame window in order to get that up air out. And then this one, I just jump, but I actually could have probably slide off up air to that because that forward air doesn't hit. So I don't think that hits no matter what if I slide up down. But I just jump immediately, which isn't too bad. No harm, no foul. I gotta stomp out of it. And then here's that. Here's that stomp. There's that stomp into me not dashing back out of crouch. Gotta trust that. Have to trust that. I am not trusting it, and it's bad. I need to trust that. Funny uppy. This is getting a lot of mileage. I am really proud of this. So glad I'm DIing up. Missed it that time. And I missed it that time. Yeah, the DIing up makes such a difference. Wow. I hit it. After not holding down, but hey, we hit a down throw knee. First them anymore. Full hopping, this is all fine. Good roll. The double stomp is fine, but again, not RTCing it. Slow on the follow-ups. Not way dashing back enough. Almost everything is like forward here, which isn't a bad thing, but something I should remember. This is good repetition. It's okay to... Okay. When the match is slow, that's something that I can do. That's a big chunk of notes. There we go. I wouldn't say so. I mean, it really depends on the matchup, I would say. Like, it really depends on the matchup. I would say generally Battlefield's pretty good for Falcon. Um, uh, nice. Good for you. Yeah, I've been playing for 9 years, and I'm like about 2 weeks in on Boxx. But I don't think Battlefield is that bad for Falcon at all. And generally, in most matchups, it's pretty good for him. There's a good amount of room for him to move around. And his recovery has some tricks up his sleeve, especially with the underside of Battlefield. Um, he's generally pretty good. That makes sense. That makes sense. Going from traditional FGC to this. Yeah, well, I mean, welcome aboard. Regardless of what fighting game you're coming from, welcome aboard. Mostly some lowbrow analysis tonight. I'm not like going crazy deep into it, mainly because I'm still learning the box. Mostly just polishing things up and just like any sort of significant thing I'll point out, I'll put. Nice. Okay, so you should see Fox and Falco or any Spacey. Those are the real ones that are crack babies. Those are the real ones. Those are the real ones that are at like what is it? At a crack baby level. Okay, so good. This is fine. Make him chase, and exactly it. So little basic concept here. Pretty much like similar to fighting games. It's okay to just chill up above. It's okay to chill up above. It's okay to chill up above and just let them come to you. And it's exactly what I did. 38. It's never too late to get into Melee, man. Never too late. So, enjoy the ride. Let's see. Good, okay. That's where the modifier comes in. This is very good. I'm like how I'm using the modifier. Just wait. There's no need. Just do the back turn. Okay. That makes sense. I need to be more deliberate with it. That's the thing. It's like, this back air is good, but I need to close the gap, and I need to remember to stop and just hit that modifier button. Hit that modifier button to turn myself around sooner. And to, what is it? Just to get myself better position to back air. Reason for not grabbing there, Puff's crouch is really good, and it can avoid, what is it? It can avoid Falcon's grab. If they're shielding, yes. If the Puff is shielding, you can grab them, but if they're holding crouch, you cannot. That's the biggest difference. So it's okay if they're in a shielding state to grab them. That's where you ideally would want to. But if you don't, if they're just holding crouch, you leave yourself at risk of getting rested, which is never good. It's like, let me see if I can point this out real quick. Let me see if there's a good instance of them holding crouch. So I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if I will be able to see it in this interaction. But this puffer actually likes to crouch a lot. Maybe we're going to find a bit of them crouching. Yeah, okay. So, in a low profile like this, in a low profile like this, where they're like way dashing down, so kind of like this, they usually are. Yeah. But like usually if they're in a if they're like in a way dashing down or something like this, they're usually banking on you to grab. Because if you whiff the grab or overcommit, they're just gonna rest you or they're gonna up tilt you. And North Carolina, nice, pretty solid region I've heard. Got Logan out there. But pretty much, like it's a very dangerous situation there. You just want to respect Puff here. You can maybe kind of trick around the range of Puff here. Maybe try to like get like a tip nair, so like the tip of Falcon's feet and try to neutral air them. Or down tilt them, etc., etc. Like, you want to kind of weave in and out of the space because you can't just make it too obvious that you can go out and grab. I kind of just do a light tap, actually. I just do kind of a light tap on the button to do my short hopping. That's generally where I found it to work best for me. So, I don't know. I'm still learning it. I'm only like 2 weeks in, but that's what I found has worked best. I just do like a light tap. There's sometimes where I accidentally hold a little bit too long and I get the full hop instead, like you see there. Like, a lot of these are meant to be short hops. So it's like, I find just light tapping just works best. But that's the end of that game. That's a pretty solid game too. I'm probably gonna do one more game and then I will call it for the night. Let's actually do the final game because I do lose this game, but there's a lot to gain out of it. Let's see. I do a one-step dash chance, which is fine because I've been doing tight dash chances before in the previous games, where I just do 1, 2, 3, and then neutral air. Whereas this one, I just do a 1, 2 and do it. So a good change of pace there. Tech skill, a little sloppy. Is this grabbable? I can modifier grab this. That's a modifier grab. I can add that to the combo tree. Add this. Or when in combo route. Because that could get me a lot of mileage. Why is it not showing? Or is that, am I maxing out on the OBS? Am I tripping on this? Oh, I need to make it bigger on OBS, that's why. Or is that the low, or that, wow, that's the longest it can go. Wow, I'm pushing the limits of OBS today. Wow, that's actually gonna be the rest of those notes, I think. But pretty much like, that's grabbable. Pretty much, this is grabbable with a modifier. Drifting in too much. Like, everything is just holding in. I'm not really... I'm just holding in. I'm not trying to do anything else. This is not ideal. Yeah, again, drifting in, but this is fine. We're getting damage out of it. looks good on their front. Had to remember just to hold up. I think it's going to be something I have to really get the hang of. Because I don't have that precision of a control stick where I can just, like, gradually hold up. Like, this time, like, it's just... I went directly, I'm just DIing left. Whereas I have to remember that up is super important on this. The dash dance around. Oh, big overcommitment. That's a modifier moment. Again. Modifier, and then just start back air walling. That, or just start doing an instant up air. Trying to brute force it. They fuck it up. Not C sticking down. Or C buttoning down. I could probably... I wonder if it works the same. Can I buffer down throw out of in this case, the quote-unquote C stick? Can you buffer down throw out of C button down? I think that'd be interesting to know if I can do that. Because I never really thought of that, actually. On if I can buffer that or not. Call it C stick down buffer. Big quote unquotes around it. Because if that's the case, then I probably get a lot more down throws. Like a lot easier. Oh, that was really good on their part. Really good up tilt. But no rest, surprisingly. Upped into damage instead. Because that's an up tilt rest. If I've ever seen one. Like you up tilt rest that and then you go and kill them, pretty much. Nice. Oh, not up airing. Gotta work on my decision tree. I like that I'm holding up here. Didn't hold up the first time, but I held up the second time. Actually, if I air dodge here, that actually provides a mix-up in this situation. Yeah, if I air dodge up and fast fall down, if I air dodge up, I just fast fall down, there's a chance I get to ledge. That's actually a pretty good mix-up to try. Something to think about. Not holding down again. Trying to... Not trying to do the thing. Not doing my down throw up airs enough. Getting a bit desperate. Can I have... I could have legendary that. Yeah. I'm getting a little desperate. This is all like pretty big desperation. Not full hopping. Got a craziest of all knees. I like the slide off. That was really good. Nice. Doing a full hops. Good damage. Hasty. Hasty. Right there. Do I survive this? Go high. That's okay. That's really good recovering. Was it after I missed the force side? Force side was fine. I have to remember just a modifier. Modifier and then go right. I think those are the biggest things I really am getting out of this, is that I have to modifier and go right. Or modifier and go left. Like, there's small little instances like that where it's like I can't get too hasty with it. And I have to remember just to go back right here and just chill. Like, I don't need to... Oh my goodness. Where is it? I didn't hit my... Like, right here. Like, I don't need to force it. Don't need to force it. But I drop down and force it. That's where I need to remember just to hold the modifier. Hold the modifier and turn right. Hold the modifier and turn left. Either direction. But, because, like, turnarounds actually mean so much in this matchup compared to other matchups because of how slow-paced it can be. Sometimes, especially the Wizzy style, where you can just kind of just full hop up and get Puff to chase you. Like, turnarounds mean a lot because Falcon's back presence and just being able to back air Puff, it's probably the closest, like, back air that rivals Puff in terms of outranging her the way it is, like, or, like, catching her and having that much of a reward. So, like, I need to remember to represent that more, or just trust the modifier. Just do a basic turnout, like a flick to the right or a flick to the left. I think that'll really help in the long run. Not the best DI, not good DI at all. Good DI up. Falcon kick. Up A, up B. This is fine. This is all really good. And top break. But that's nothing to be ashamed about. I think that's really good of how we were able to play that. But I think that's a good set of things that we learned out of this. Like, I cannot complain. I'd say so. Let's go back to what we figured out before, or what we learned. So we came in wanting where and when to use the modifiers. I think we answered that question. How should I approach survival DI? Just use the up button pretty much. And where can I polish up? Well, I mean, general tech skill, that's an easy one. That's an easy answer to say. And then I would say my throw follow-ups can definitely be polished up. The modifier thing. And just, like, remembering patience. I definitely lost some patience. So those matches, wanting just bull rush in or thinking, you know, oh, I can just approach this on controller. I can't approach that way. Boxx versus controller. What can I do? I can slide off way more than I could on controller. That's a big plus. And what is Boxx neutral? I mean, I think it's about what I think it is. You know, just it's still neutral at the end of the day, regardless of controller. It's just my options are opened up in certain areas more. And then what did we learn? The Puff get up tree. When Puff is knocked down, if they roll, RTC grab, stomp and knee if it's not in range to try and catch them or trick them up a bit. If they neutral get up, RTC grab and RTC grab as priority, but knee or stomp is an alternative. And then if they camp attack, just CC grab it. Just CC grab a thing. Emergency knee if not in range. Then knee would be the other one. Defense option select. Just hold down and lag. I did a good job originally on doing that, but I had to just remember to be more proactive in doing it. Hold up / SDI up on bear, rinse and repeat, edge guard. Use the air dodge bench step. I did not air dodge once, but the whole entire back air, rinse and repeat is a really good thing to keep in mind. Definitely should do that a bit more. And then what is it? Use the modifier in stomp punishes and bear walls. I could have just stomped modifier, turn around and need. Just little things like that. Like I just need to use the modifier. Tria is like a turnaround as you would in Melee, except this time it's a modifier, it's a button in order to do that. So just one extra step there. Then use double equal forward tilt and forward tilt to beat players when missing the sweet spot. I don't forward tilt enough on Boxx yet. I need to mix that into my play. Forward tilt's quite good. Learn Legionnaire, Jungle Jeeps method. Just go back to the Uncle Punch. Learn basic throw chart stuff. Similar, just Uncle Punch it. Experiment with slide off up air. That I did a little bit in a Wizzy lesson. I can definitely experiment with that here. I can probably go to console and whip up a save state for that. And modifier if match is slow, like versus Floaty, or in a combo route. So like if I do stomp, modifier turnaround grab, that would be good, or modifier turnaround knee. And then just like do modifier turnaround if I am being deliberate and having my back turned. And then last one would be, can you buffer down throw out of C button down, similar to C stick down. So that's pretty self-explanatory there. But I think that's it. I think that's it for the analysis. Thanking anybody that tuned in or listened in to me on my ramblings along. This is Nathan Sandwich, signing off for now. Peace.